So I'm just heading up out of Patterdale towards Angleton now, which I'm looking forward to. I'll tell you what, every time I get to a little bit like this, I've already looked at the map and I know it's that way. And you think, well, there's no way it's going to be that way. But this is what I did yesterday. I didn't look at the map. I thought, oh, it's definitely that way. And then I went 2 or 3 miles out in the wrong direction. So I'm checking the map thoroughly before I choose a path, because I really got caught out yesterday. Friend following me up, this little robin. He's very curious. He's followed me up for quite a bit. It's like he's leading the way. Where are you? Beautiful morning. It's about 8 o'clock and it's still nice and cool, and I'm in the shaded side, which is good. So my plan today, I have to be a bit strategic because it's supposed to get really hot. So if I can do the high stuff before the afternoon heat, and apparently Haweswater Reservoir is there's lots of shaded areas, so the owner told me. So I can always just stay in the shade until the heat passes all afternoon if I have to. I've got to be sensible about this heat that's coming. So I've just got to the top bit from Patterdale. Good job I didn't carry on to try and wild camp last night, because there would have been nowhere until you got to the top, and that would have been another massive ascent after yesterday's doing. So yeah, if you're thinking of wild camping before Angleton, it's all uphill. Just met this really cool guy trail running, but he was kind of just walking at a steady pace, and he caught up with me and I was chatting to him for a bit. He's really nice, and he's training for the Dragon's Back race, which I don't know about. It's like climbing Everest twice apparently, but running. But he wasn't giving it all the big I am, I'm this, I'm that. He was really friendly and chatty and just nice, and you know, saying, oh, I'm getting on a bit and everything, and you know, you'll see how I get on. And then he walked off. I said, look, don't let me hold you up. And then I've just seen him in the distance and he's running up these hills. Absolute animal. But he wasn't giving it all that, yeah, I can do this and that. Really nice guy. You meet some great people on these treks. So just got to Angleton now. This is where I wanted to camp last night. Gutted that I didn't get here. That would have been fantastic, but I will be coming back, I think. Not to do the coast to coast again, just to come back to the lakes. So yeah, definitely head this way and camp. There's loads of people camping there. It's like a holiday resort. Just met these really cool guys. They're trying to do it in 7 days for the some Ukraine charity for orphans. Really nice. So really friendly guys. I can't leave this place for now. I'm literally like just frozen to the spot. I'm just sitting here staring at it. I've taken some pictures on my phone. I did the panoramic mode, which might be good. The other guys I was chatting to, they've rocketed off. they're trying to do the whole thing in 7 days. Fair play to them. But no, I said I wanted to stop and smell the roses, and this is one of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. So going to come back here and camp properly. So if you want to come here, go to Patterdale, park up somewhere. It's a pretty medium climb up, about an hour and a half maybe. You know, you got to be reasonably fit to do it. It's not as bad as the climbs yesterday, not by a long shot, but this, oh my goodness. I mean, Grisdale time was lovely as well, but I wasn't in a good place when I got there. I felt dehydrated, hot, like exhausted. My legs were like jelly. It helped a lot when I had that swim, cool down, well, just a dip. But I wasn't my head was all over the place when I got there. But here this morning, oh my goodness, I'm just gonna sit and stare and take it all in, soak it up. Oh, Angleton, just before I lose the view, one of the most loveliest places I've ever seen. Always think of the positive. I'm kind of glad I didn't camp here last night, because down there's 2 blokes. They'd obviously, not him, there's another one. And this bloke has got the loudest voice, and he's effing and jeffing, just completely ruining the silence. So I'm kind of glad I didn't camp here last night, because I probably would have found that really annoying. So always think of the bright side. So I'm gutted I didn't camp here, but maybe it was a good thing not listening to that loudmouth idiot down there. So just heading up Kidsty Pike. There's the army guys. There's a Canadian guy up there as well. He's got a really good GPS thing, so I might keep him at a safe distance, so wherever he goes I'm gonna go. He's got GPS somehow, whereas I haven't. Because we nearly went the wrong way. So we've got Angleton's like over there somewhere, and you get to the top, and I nearly went up that way by mistake, and there was a cut off that leads to here. So yeah, I was sort of not halfway up, I was heading up that hill and I thought, hang on. So yeah, when you get to Angleton, which is over there somewhere, make sure you aim for this thing, which is Kidsty Pike, because I thought that was it. So yeah, head down and up, or just try and find a guy with the right gear, GPS. I take it that's Kidsty Pike over there. I was quite relieved when I got to this bit because it looks like a nice easy route there. When I get to that point, which is the highest point, I'm going to treat myself to a coffee. I'm going to boil up a coffee. This is, there's no point trying to describe it. It's insane. So a coffee at the highest point of the coast to coast, Kidsty Pike. It's been one of my little things. I thought when I get there, I'm gonna have a coffee. And here I am. Cheers. So I've just had an amazing coffee up the top. I met this lovely couple from Poland. They're trail runners and really friendly. I was asking about their trail running shoes, Hokas, and they were telling me about them, but they said that they don't last long on rocky terrain, and I think what I've done so far they would have been ripped to shreds. These Solomons are alright, but I think this is their last voyage. They're starting to go. They've done 500 miles. The tread's still really good. It's just the top, just like my last pair, the tops go. So this is their last voyage, I think, but I haven't got any blisters from them. They're amazing. That couple, because they carry water with them, they were like, what's that thing on the side? Because my bottle's sticking out with the soya filter, and they're like, what's that? And I was showing them, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna order one of them. That will save so much weight to just fill up in streams and stuff. So I should get commission from soya. It's just dawned on me that over there is the end of the lakes, and then it's heading off to Yorkshire, which yesterday I would have been glad of, because the Lake District has been brutal, especially yesterday. But now I'm really sad because it's breathtaking. What I've seen over the last 3 days has blown my mind. Yesterday, I don't know what was wrong. I think I was massively dehydrated. I drank about 5 litres of water and I never went to the toilet, so maybe I was dehydrated. But yeah, I'm really sad that I can see the end of the Lake District. But I'm going to come back and do this bit, just the Lake District, do a circular route, I think, because yeah, it's just incredible. So I heard about this bit coming down from Kidsty Pike, the lower half. It's a tough descent down to Haweswater. It looks pretty jaggedy. The good thing is the route that I took when I was lost on the other side to the coast to coast was brutal. So I can't imagine this being any worse than that. So, and it doesn't look as long either. So hopefully, and then I get down to Haweswater and near the end of the lakes. I'm getting really sad about it. Really sad. So it looks like the rocky descent is over. It is quite lungy. You have to like really step down. It'd be like stepping off a dining room table in some places. Now it's just steep all the way down, but it's grass. It's dry, thank goodness. If this was wet, I'd be skidding down, I think. So I am so fortunate with the weather. So this is the beginning of Haweswater Reservoir. Got to go along that line. It looks beautiful. It's very reminiscent. Years ago we went to California and we saw Lake Tahoe, and it's not far off that. It's reminding me of Lake Tahoe so much. Maybe it's the weather, but yeah, beautiful. That water looks so inviting, but I can't see a way down to it yet. I'm going to go for a swim as soon as I can, but this path is quite rocky actually. There's just no route down to there. I want to go in and cool off and have a break. This stretch of Haweswater, the last half of it, has been a lifesaver this afternoon, because I was going to sit out the midday sun because it's just too crazy hot. I was just going to sit under the shade and, you know, sit it out for 3 hours or something, but most of this track is in shade, which is fantastic. So I have cooled down in the stream and that with my feet. I don't think I can get to the water because it's all sealed off, because it is technically a reservoir, so it's a shame. It looks so inviting, but yeah, a lot of it's in shade. So I'm just sitting in the shade for a bit and cooling down. I've dipped my feet in this stream here and drunk lots of water. I'm just airing my feet and my socks, and I did all right this morning. I got over that really high bit and I was a little bit worried, especially after yesterday, thinking, oh no, but sailed it. It was all right. Early morning wasn't too hot, but it's mid-afternoon now and there is this heat wave warning and it is crazy hot. So I'm just under this tree, just cooling down. I've had my feet in the water, just cooling down. I'm not racing in this heat, no way. So I'm just going to be sensible. I feel all right, but I don't want to cook and overheat. I think yesterday I just got too hot. I was so demoralised. So yeah, and there's an eagle up there. I can see it flying around. It's like up on this hill. I think it's an eagle because it's pretty big. There's a lot of buzzards where I live, and whatever that is a lot bigger than buzzards. So I'm just sitting here, cooling down, cooling my feet, tending to my feet, and they're all right actually. I've got no blisters, nothing. These Solomons, I tell you, they've been brilliant. And these darn tough socks, I've got darn tough, they're merino wool. Do you want to see my feet? It's disgusting, but they're not too bad. There you go. No blisters, nothing, absolutely no blisters. A little bit red. I've just put some Vaseline over some bits, but fine. That's because of them, and I will get another pair. I think I'm coming up to the end of the Lake District, because the dam is down there and there's the mountains in the distance. I don't know if Shap is still the Lake District, but I know that this is sort of the end of the rugged bit. So it's been a love-hate relationship with the Lake District. I've loved it, and it has made me cry twice. One with delirious, like, just joy at looking at the unbelievable scenery, and the other with burning leg pain and killer hills up and down. So the Lake District, you nearly broke me, but I am in love with you. It's amazing. So here's a little honesty box just after you go past the dam. Just coming up to Shap Abbey. I haven't filmed a lot since the Lake District really. It's nice, it's just sort of farmers' fields and tracks. You have to watch the map though, it's easy to take the wrong turn. But we're just outside Shap. I'm going to see what's there. Apparently a lot of the pubs cater for hikers, like you can put your tent up, so I'll see what's there. And apparently there's a really good fish and chip shop, and I definitely want to try that out.